What are some of the challenges, like if you think back over the years, like what are some of the craziest challenges you had to overcome that probably none of us know about, right? We just tune in, we watch it, we look at all the videos, we look at the live broadcast, and we're
Yeah.
like, oh, awesome event, well done, guys.
Yeah, it is a lot of that. I mean, I think my biggest challenge and thing I take the most serious is, getting the right athletes involved. That I spent a lot of time talking and figuring out, and now we have a committee and really choosing the right athletes that are going to excel and at the top of the game and are going to be safe and they are progressive and they are pushing the sport. I spend a lot of time on that and talking to athletes and to industry people and finding out who to have there. And then it's also finding the right location. We do switch up the locations every couple of years, if not every year. And with that becomes a huge amount of logistics and trying to figure out how to build a city. I mean, we're 4 miles off a dirt road and everything's got to come in. I think we brought in close to 22 office containers this year. And I think that took 2 full days to get them in and 2 full days to get them out, and driving down dirt roads. And, weather has always been a massive thing. And, we've seen it from year to year. We've had second rounds canceled. This year, we didn't get our second round until 5 o'clock, which just about killed all of us, myself and the people at Red Bull, trying to figure out and try and keep the athletes motivated and, look at safety, because we had to get all the spectators out as well. People are like, well, let's just run up to 6 o'clock because the weather's going to be, that's the best time to run it. I'm like, well, then it gets dark and we have to get, 5,000 people out of here. So there's just a lot. There's a lot to it. I mean, I think my crew was around 60 people this year. It was over probably 300 people there working on the event from even
300
production.
working.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
That's everything from security to, course
Yeah,
marshals
but
to,
that's how the event
name.
happens.
Absolutely. No, it's massive. So, but it's great. Every year we have, a lot of the same people come back here to help it out. And it's a pretty well-oiled machine these days. Everybody really takes pride in that event and they come out. It says, most people that work with me, it's like their favorite event of the year. And everybody really looks forward to it. So everybody digs
I
in and
bet
goes the extra yard. So,
I bet you it's
yeah.
quite a relief when it's over, with all the stress. I can only begin to imagine just the relief of getting through, hopefully no one's hurt and the broadcast happened, or hopefully one run happens. So I guessed on the review with Cam, like having like a weather window, like a surf comp, is not realistic because it would just add to the budget would skyrocket. Like to have, you
It
already
really
have
is.
some
Yeah.
weather windows, but it's not like you can sit there for a week and only run one day, right?
No, it's just too difficult. It's too remote, and it takes such an army to put it on. When it's 3, 2, 1, go. That to hold those people for 4 or 5 days would be, cost prohibitive. There's just no way you could do it. So it's really come down to, we've just chosen this like 10-day to 2 week window that we do the event in October, and it just seems like that's the golden 2 weeks in October. As in much places, it's like Pipeline and in Oahu, like it's in January. Like there's times when when the weather and the elements come together. So